Bruh, I'll be hot damned if I wait 2 hours and 10 minutes. I said 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's see, I told you I'm bad at math. Just to be on a date with this girl? Nah, G. I canceled the whole thing, bro. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Find Your Formula Reacts. Now, today we're gonna be reacting to something that I thought was kind of funny. I didn't realize this channel was as big as it actually is. I just kind of saw the video on trending, and I was like, you know what? This is something that I kind of know about, so we're gonna get into it. If you have any videos that you would like me to react to, drop it down in the comments below. Let me know. I want to react to what you guys think I should react to. But until I get anything, I'm just going to be reacting to the stuff I find and stuff that I find interesting. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video.
Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, leprechauns, unicorns, two pretty best friends, and love. They don't exist, bro. I've looked far and wide. I've searched the depths of the valleys and the highs of the mountains, and yet still, one of the friends always gotta be chopped.
Bro, I was just thinking like, yo, that best friends line is 1000% true. It's always the fridge guarding the snacks. It's never like an 8 and 9. It's always like a 10 and a dragon foot dragger goblin monster. You know what I'm saying? It's never the same.
I've searched everywhere. I've scoured far and wide. I've searched the depths of the valleys and the highs of the mountains, and yet still, one of the friends always gotta be chopped, bro. But love too, though, man. I've searched everywhere. I've scoured my hometown. I've gone from the coast of Mexico to the cities of Japan. But one way or another, I always just end up with nobody
Dating in Japan
to
is
love.
super different than it is in
Or I end up
America.
getting robbed by a gay homeless dude. I mean, I was down bad, bro. It got to the point
dick.
I thought maybe I just wasn't meant to find a girlfriend. Maybe this was just a face only a mother could love. Ew, get that shit off the screen. What? Mom! So I hopped on a flight to Barcelona, and this story takes place
Barcelona
a few
is
weeks
dope.
ago. It's a new continent,
Barcelona
new
is
city
dope.
with new people,
Spain
and
is
maybe even a new girlfriend. And so as soon as I stepped foot on that Spanish soil, I downloaded Tinder and got the swiping, bro. Fine shit, swipe right. Cute shit, swipe right. Chop shit, swipe right. Bro,
I
it's a
knew he
numbers
was
game.
about
I
to
done
say
swiped so much my thumb had...
Okay, all right. I knew he was about to say that. I actually have a crazy story that I'll tell at the end of this video about the time that I went to Barcelona twice. Once in 2018 and then again in 2022. I'm going to tell you guys a 2018 story because that's when I was on Tinder after this video. But I'm saying this now, so when I'm going back and I'm editing, if I forget, I can remember to hop back on and tell the story.
a six-pack and I ran out of girls to swipe on.
So, dude.
But shit, I mean, it's a numbers game. And since
Bruh.
I pulled up solo dolo, I went and checked into a
Dude, it's
hostel.
funny,
Now,
man.
if you don't know what a hostel is, it's pretty much like a little hotel, except you share
Yeah,
your
share
room
the
with
room
like
with other
6
people.
other motherfuckers.
But
to
the hostels be
fair,
super
you
cheap,
save
though.
a lot of money. And I
See?
low-key don't mind sleeping with some
Yeah.
random dudes if it means I get some extra change in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Is
a
15 enough?
wild
Nah, the
way to
hostel's
say
like
that.
30-something.
Oh, nah, I don't need a hostel. What?
Wait, no, not like that, bro. Anyway,
Oh,
sleeping in
oh,
that hostel was
oh.
fucking crazy, bro. Like, first night I got there, I hopped
got a
in my
hostel
little
story.
twin bunk bed and closed the
I got a hostel story, too. It was me and 6 French ladies. I'm going to tell all of that when I tell the story.
curtains, and everyone was like,
All right, good night, boys.
Good night, gang.
Love you,
Love
motherfuckers.
you too,
Love y'all,
man.
motherfuckers. Yo, motherfucker on the top right bunk, say it back.
yeah, good night.
And
I love you.
love you too, bro. Lights out.
Yep.
So the sun came up and my ass didn't get a drop of sleep. But regardless, I got out of bed, got some coffee, explored the city, hit the beach, got some food, all the normal shit you do when you're in a new city. After a long day of tourist shit, I went back to my room. I went back to our room. I hopped in my little bunk bed and prepared myself to open up Tinder after letting that shit cook for a solid 24 hours. And when I opened that shit
I thought he was
up,
about to say like
yo, I got
24
28
minutes.
matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Facts.
Initially, that number 28 was looking mad nice until I
You
clicked that
opened
shit
up
and started
and
looking
saw
through
the
my
matches.
matches and
Yeah.
realized,
Yo,
this shit
Props.
is not a numbers game, bro. Like, you know you're cooked when the chuds are sliding on you, saying shit like, hey, yo, I'm trying to put you in chains. For real. And then touch your stick, man. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm deleting this shit, bro. And just as I'm about to give up on my dreams of finding my other half, I get a new match. It's Yvonne, straight dime, certified fine shit, bro. I had to slide in with some heat. So I'm like, Yvonne? Nah, more like King Von, because I'm trying to take you to the O.
What's crazy about this is a hilarious story, by the way. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of it, but the thing about this that is 100% true is if whatever country you're in, if you're having a hard time getting matches, or you're being like, bro, I am just matching with foot draggers, doesn't matter where I'm at. The minute you go to like another country or a different country, it's a whole game changer. It's a complete game changer, man. I'm telling you, when I went to Barcelona, this happened. When I went to Germany, this happened. When I went to England, this happened. I think the only place it didn't really hit like that, at least not on Tinder. Bumble was a different story, but on Tinder was when I went to Korea. Korea, they was not liking me like that on Tinder at least. But when I switched over to Bumble, it was a completely different story.
Marriage, now that would be a crazy story. Opening bracket featuring Lil Durk, closing bracket. And before I send her some absolute bullshit like that, she hits me with a, hey. Oh, you know, nah, that works. What's up? How are you? Great, how are you? And we end up having a marvelous conversation. We share a bunch of beliefs, perspectives, and above all, we got the same taste in music. So I'm like, you free tomorrow? Yeah, I'm free tomorrow. What's your favorite food? I'm a drinks type of girl. Say less, I know a place. I don't know shit. I literally just got here, bro. Okay, see you tomorrow. And just like that, I just got myself a date.
I'm coming.
Nah, you can't come. It's my date, bro. Oh, hell no. So that night, I did a little research and found the coolest bar in Barcelona. But when I went to make a reservation online, they only do in-person virtual queues. So instead, I went to sleep.
Cody just threw his laptop on the floor.
So the next day, I woke up with some pep in my goddamn step. I looked at some fire architecture. I hit a mean leg day. Ate some gas Spanish food, and before I knew it, it was time to get ready for my date. So I hopped in the shower, put on my toughest fit, sprayed on a little Valentino, hopped into Uber, and arrived at the...
Yo, that Valentino is tough, bro. I got some. Hey. Every time I leave the house wearing that, it's always, you smell good, you smell good, you smell good. And it opens up the door for conversation. Whenever I'm door dashing, people tell me I smell good. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and tip me so I can buy some more of this and smell even better for the next time. It has not worked so far, but maybe one day it will.
30 minutes early, so this way I could join the virtual queue in order to get into the bar at 9 p.m. sharp. So I'm waiting outside and Fine Shit messages me like, yo, I'm gonna be a little bit late, I'm still doing my hair. And I'm all like, that's no problem, I know some people, I can make some calls, don't worry about it. So I walk up to the security out front like, yo, so Fine Shit says she's gonna be a little bit late. Can I change the time or something?
Nah, bro, just rejoin.
I bet. So I rejoin, go sit outside and wait, and then I get another text message. I'm so sorry, but my makeup took longer than I thought, so I'm gonna be a little extra late.
Bro, oh my God. This is why you don't do dating apps, bro. At the end of the day, a woman's gonna be a woman at the end of the day, bro. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've like done this whole thing that he's talking about, gone to a different country, got on Tinder, got on whatever app. And you're so hyped. You're so hyped because in your mind, you're like, bro, I'd never be able to pull this good looking of a chick and wherever I'm at, I'm not used to this. So you're putting in 100% effort just for this chick to be late. Bro, I'm so glad I don't have to go through that anymore. But just like rethinking about it is like irking my nerves because like, what do you mean you're going to be late? You had all day to prep for this. You had all day to know. But now all of a sudden, your makeup took longer, your hair took longer, you can't find a shoe, and now you feel bad, so now you're just not gonna go. Like, bro, I can't tell you how annoying this is. If this is my last nerve, they own it. They on my last nerve just thinking about it, and I'm like, bro, I don't know how this is gonna end, but that is the most annoying thing ever.
So I walk up, rejoin the queue, and security's like,
yo, what's going on?
It's nothing. Fine Shit's makeup took a little longer than expected, you know.
Hey, listen, man. This Fine Shit of yours, you sure she's even coming?
Nah, yeah, nah, of course, that's fine shit, she's coming. So I go back and sit down outside, but looking back, I definitely gave her the benefit of the doubt, but that was her first red flag. So
And
now it's
all of
about
that?
9:40
Whoa, all of that was the first? Mind you, he said on his phone, I don't know if y'all caught it, it said that he got there at 7:30, right? And it's 9:40 now. All right, so that means he's been there like 2 hours and 10 minutes. I had to think about that because I'm not good at math. Bruh, I'll be hot damned if I wait 2 hours and 10 minutes. I said 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's I told you I'm bad at math. Just to be on a date with this girl? Nah, G. I cancel the whole thing, bro. I'd be like, you know what? I'm good. You have a good one. Take care. And then I probably delete her. Depends on how long I'm gonna be in Barcelona. I'll probably delete her. But let's see. If all of that was her first red flag, I don't know how this finna be.
and I get a text
I'm
message
already
from
annoyed,
Yvonne
though.
that reads, "I'm here." So I go to link with Yvonne
okay,
for
never
the
mind, she's
moment
there.
of truth, whether or not I'm about to go on a date with fine shit or 50-year-old and neck-bearded catfish shit. And fortunately for me, no catfish. James. Yo. Hey. What's up? Now the virtual
Okay,
queue still had
alright.
10 minutes before we could get in, so we go and sit down outside and have a little chat. And it's a great conversation. We got a lot to talk about and the vibes are there. So you could travel to Barcelona alone. What do you do? Is it daddy's money? Yeah, it's daddy's money. Ah, okay, interesting. But I'm daddy. Yeah, no, I need to drink some alcohol. Yeah, nah, me too. me too. My phone beeps and it's our turn to go inside, but this is no regular bar. So I'm like, yo, just follow me. So we enter this pastrami shop. I open the fridge. We go inside and we go through
Open the
this tunnel
fridge.
that leads us to the bar. We order our drinks and continue talking. Okay, so if it's not daddy's money, then what do you do? And so obviously, I just told her, like, OnlyFans. You're lying. I am dead ass serious. My meat is all over the World
Oh
Wide
my
net.
God.
But no way. Show me. Oh shit. Like nah. Shit. Maybe after a few
What,
drinks, you know what I'm
bro?
saying?
That would have been the easiest alley oop ever. What are you talking about? She talking about some show me. I'd have been like, you play your cards right after being late, and I got you. I don't know. I'd be like, what? But that's a easy alley oop right there. And he botched that one, bro. He botched that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's play a little bit more.
And right on time, our drinks showed up, and my shit was radioactive, bro.
I'm about to
Like, here's
say,
a
what
picture.
is
There
that?
are no filters or effects on that shit. And I'm not gonna lie, it tasted exactly how it looked. But regardless, I'm tanking
Didn't
that
look like
shit,
it.
and I
I'm
don't
about
know
to say.
what it is. But that shitty ass drink was giving me superpowers, bruh. That shit had me cooking up the greatest answers to her questions possible, bruh. Okay, so if you had one wish, what would it be? Damn, that's a good question. Shit. Okay, if I had one wish, period cramps. What? I would rid the world of period cramps, man. I hate the fact that they exist. Just even thinking about it, like, ooh, they sure do get me riled up, man. I hate them. Wait.
Dude broke the glass.
Too. Nah, that's crazy. We have so much in common. And from that moment on, I could
That's
tell
funny.
she took down her guard and got comfortable. Cause she started saying shit like, this guy from my school is obsessed with me and he won't stop snapping me. Damn. maybe you should stop responding or some shit. She snaps a picture of us and captions that shit. He getting it and you not. Lol. Red flag number 2. What kind of anime villain origin story are you trying to create
bro.
for this
You
motherfucker?
trying to get us both killed at this point? You got my face plastered. I don't know what this dude might be willing to do. That's crazy. Actually, that's enough for 2 red flags. I mean, actually, the whole being late to the whole date thing for me, I'm not doing that. Yep, I'm not doing it. I promise you this. Well, I'll be in the house with Pamela Henderson getting it done. I'm not doing that, bro.
But I digress. We order the second round of drinks, but as she's sipping that shit, I can hear an accent starting to form in her speech. So I'm like, yo, where's this accent coming from? Oh yeah, nah, when I drink, my French accent starts coming out. And I kid you not, she went from one drink sounding like, yeah, so my favorite food is pasta, to drink 4, dead ass talking like,
Actually, I changed my mind. My favorite food is croissant.
Shawty turned from fine shit to French shit so fast, I didn't even know who I was on a date with at this
That's
point. And then
funny.
she hits hits me with a...
I'll be right back.
She grabs my face and hits my ass with a big ass smooch. Now that shit took me aback. I was not expecting it. However, maybe it's just a culture thing. Maybe it's normal for her. So I can't say that it's a real red flag. So she's still in the game. And when
How
she-
would that be a red flag though? Like, I don't understand how that would be a red flag. I'm thinking, this is just me, my man brain, right? Okay, I'm in a new city. I'm in a different city. I'm not gonna be here long. You feel me? I'm not setting roots down here. I'm trying to get in, and then get out. You feel me? I don't understand like anything that she would have been showing me, like kind of pushing towards eater. You know what I'm saying? I'm already like, all right, bet. Like that's the whole end goal. I don't understand how that would have been a red flag.
comes back, she's like,
Yo, James, let's go to the beach.
say less. So we're walking down to the beach and she says some shit like,
So, when's the next date?
oh, it's on
Jesus.
Saturday at 6 p.m.
Oh no, I'm not free on Saturday.
Oh, you mean date with you? Yeah, nah, this is the last one. Now, I said it as a joke, but she wanted to get all mad and shit and storm off. Now, in this situation, I have two options. Option A is chase after her and beg her to stay. And option
Oh.
B is standing there like an absolute peak male specimen to the point the gravitational pull of my testosterone retrieves
He definitely did option A.
her back to the very location she left. And I went with option B. And she came back, bro.
Oh wow. Okay.
You're supposed to chase after me. It's like a French thing.
Ah, okay. I'm not French, bro. So we continue with our walk, and I'm cracking jokes, entertaining her and shit. But honestly, that little stunt shorty pulled back there was red flag number 3 for me, bro. So at this point, I'm not in it for the game of love. I am simply just in it for the love of the game, bruh. So we arrive at Barceloneta Beach.
Again, I don't understand how that's a red flag. If she did that, that just shows that she likes you. Like she's gonna be like, "What do you mean you have a date with another girl?" Like, I don't understand how that's a red flag. Again, now if you're my man brain, right? Me being toxic. If you're just trying to smash a chick, then that's kind of the behavior you want. Do this without me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this without you. And you just look at her, and then she leaves. Be like, all right, you go and do what you was gonna do anyways. That's just me. That's how I think. I'm not saying everyone should do that. I'm just saying this is how I do it, right? Or how I used to do it. I'm off the streets now. I'm not in the game no more. But I still remember the plays. You know what I'm saying? I might not be in the game, but you know what I'm saying? You could put me on the sideline, give me a headset, and I could coach. I could coach you through it. I don't understand how that's a red flag. I'd be like, what are you looking for? Even if you was looking for love, you'd be like, okay, she's already into me. She's already this, she's already that. Once a girl likes you, it's really up to you to ruin it. You get what I'm saying? But again, let's see how he ropes this in. This is called the worst date of my life. So far, it's not that bad of a date though. Like really, the only bad thing was Shorty showing up late. Her being French, that's not a problem. But how is it the worst? Like something crazy got to happen towards the end for it to be the worst date of my life. Let's see.
We sit down, and at this point, it's about 1 a.m., but we're still chatting, having a good time. But out of the corner of my eye, I see a man hooded up walking towards us from the darkness. And as bro's approaching, I'm ready for anything. I'm getting ready to take a stand, throw some hands, get in the...
I bet you it's the dude that's obsessed with her. I bet you, because that was another kind of weird thing. That would have threw me off. I would have been like, why are you taking pictures of me? And why are you posting it? Like, that would have been weird. I bet you it's the dude that she was talking about earlier, though. I bet you.
Man, should I even go band for band? But if this dude gets any closer,
out
I'd be
4
damned.
ones.
And this motherfucker hits us with a drive-by compliment.
You have a very beautiful girlfriend.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Damn, do you think he'll find
I
a
was
girlfriend
wrong.
beautiful like me?
Yeah, nah, he seems like a great dude. I'm sure he could find somebody.
What?
I said, yeah, nah, he seems like a nice fella. This girl slaps the shit out of me and says,
You're supposed to say nobody's as beautiful as me.
bro, in this moment, I
nah.
had never been
That
so
would've been
unattracted to a girl
the end of the
in
date.
my life. Am I tripping?
Yeah, that would have been the end of the date right there, bro. I ain't gonna let you slap me in public. At 1 a.m. on the beach in Barcelona, you talking about something ain't nobody supposed to be. Nah, but first of all, I wouldn't have gone to the beach. I'd have tried to take her back to the room, ski, if I'm being honest. If I'm being real, like after the whole there's something, like she said something I don't remember. Earlier in the video, I would have been trying to take her back to the room. But yeah, if she smacked me, oh no, it's over. I would have been like, you know what? Have a good day. Peace. And that would have been it. Or I would have just got up and left. Just dipping out. Like, nah, that's crazy.
Or did you just slap the shit out of me? And then she tries to kiss me again, talking about.
I'm sorry.
Nah.
What? No, what?
And even after getting my shit absolutely Will Smith, I'm still trying to be polite. Like, listen, I don't kiss girls on the first date.
You don't kiss girls on the first date.
Yeah.
So, you're telling me, for a living, your occupation is laying down that pipe on film and then
Oh, yeah, that's what he
proceeding
said.
to post it online, and you can't kiss me.
Type shit. And she storms off, bro, but I know exactly what to do to solve this problem, so why stand there like an absolute peak male specimen to conjure up that same gravitational pull? And she's still walking, bro. She just kept walking. She got on the bus. She dipped, bro. She left. Damn. And as the bus disappears in the distance, I hear a motherfucker say, yo, you from here? Nah, I'm just visiting. Oh, shit, okay, us too. You know where the good clubs are at? Yeah, I mean, I heard all the good ones are, like, right there, bro. Oh, shit, bet. Okay, we're about to go hit those if you're trying to pull up. Bro, say less. So these two random-ass dudes I just met and I start heading to the
Facts. I'm going to tell that in my story, too. Bro, this is crazy. It's
club
funny,
together,
though.
and I'm like, yo, where you guys from, by the way? We're from France. Yo, that's crazy. I just had a date with a French girl. Oh, no way. How'd it go? Ah, shit. I think it went pretty good. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So why's your cheek so red? Oh, I mean, she just slapped the shit out of me. Wait, she what? Nah, I mean, it's probably just a French thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Not a French thing, you just got assaulted. Aw, shit. So me and the new French homies pull up to the club and it's jumping, bruh. We start taking shots,
Yeah, that's how,
shots,
hey.
airballing shots, and then I get a bunch of voice messages from Yvonne talking about,
All the good feelings I had for you are gone. You are a literal piece of shit. Go get AIDS filming for OnlyFans, bitch.
oh, hell no.
No, hell no.
And I'm drunk as hell trying to say a nice response. Like, it really is the type of shit where type shit. And the French homies take my phone and start cooking her ass in French. Now, I didn't understand a single word that came out of their mouths, but it sounded like homies just dropped a career-ending diss track on her. And I say that because as soon as she opened it, she blocked my ass, bruh. Hey, bro, you know what they say? What do they say? Getting blocked's a whole lot better than getting cocked. What? There is no way
one
they
ever
say
says
that.
that, bro.
Three-man alert. So the two homies start laying down that French wrist, and that shit hits so
Hey, hold
hard,
up.
I just got a free end.
Not that dude. Hey, hold up.
Say?
Not the dude with the beanie pulling out a baguette randomly.
Block's a whole lot better
it.
than getting cocked. What?
Hold up.
There's no way they say that. Yo, three-man alert. So the two homies start laying down that French wrist, and that
Baguette,
shit
right
hits
out-
so hard.
had it
I got
on
a
'em.
free entry,
What you
bro.
mean?
Hey, English. Room for one more? So the six of us absolutely fucked the club up, went out for some 4 a.m. churros, dipped in chocolate, and man, that shit hit harder than Yvonne, bro. So at the end of the day, even if I didn't end up finding love in Barcelona, there is one thing I
Oh,
did
is that
find.
it?
I did find out how Chris Rock felt. God damn.
So that was a bad date. I wouldn't say it's the worst date. I mean, you could have rallied that for sure. Once you told her your job was OnlyFans, everything else out your mouth, if you was trying to just smash, if you're trying to find love, then all right, that's different. But if you're trying to just smash, everything else out your mouth should have just been going towards like, oh, you trying to find out, you trying to shoot some content, blah, 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 boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. Then you could have easily handled that. But, it is what it is. Oh, excuse me. I've been burping a whole lot, man. I gotta forgive me. Or don't. I don't care. But anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all about the time I went to Barcelona. So this was 2018. I went for 4 days. Okay. I went I was in there actually around this time of month. I was in Barcelona 2018 from April 14th to April 18th. The funny thing about this is I was actually supposed to go with someone. So I had a homegirl. So I was living in England at the time, all right? And I was like, you know what? I got some time off. I'm going to go to Barcelona. I want to travel. I'm going to go to Barcelona. My homegirl was like, oh, me and some of my friends, we got a trip planned to Spain. So I'm like, say less, when y'all going? 14th to the 18th. I'm like, cool. She got the room, she got everything. I just bought my ticket and was going. Now, about 2 days before we're supposed to go, I'm hitting her up. Yo, we still good? Don't hear nothing. I'm like, all right. 1 day before we supposed to go, I hit her up like, yo, are we still going to Barcelona? What's going on? Don't hear nothing. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm calling, I'm texting, don't hear nothing, don't hear nothing. I'm like, you know what? I already bought my ticket. It was like $200 on Ryanair, so it wasn't nothing crazy. I'm like, I already bought my ticket. I'm just gonna go. So I get on the plane. First of all, I had to drive to the train station. Actually, I lied. I had a friend drop me off at the train station in Ely, and then I took the train from Ely to King's Cross in London. And then from King's Cross in London, I took a bus to the Heathrow Airport, and then from Heathrow, I landed in Barcelona. It was like a 2-hour flight, like I said, right? Get to Barcelona, and the room that she booked, it was a women's only hostel. So I couldn't stay there, obviously, right? So I had to get a whole nother room, had to do that whole thing. I ended up just getting a whole nother hostel, right? So now I'm in the hostel the night, or like the evening-ish time of the 14th. I'm like, I'm not really jet lagged. It's only 2 hours. So I put my stuff down. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go hit the club. I'm gonna go see what's up. Now, mind you, the whole time, once Shorty said we was going to Barcelona, downloaded Tinder immediately. Downloaded Tinder, and then at that time, you had to get the pro version of Tinder to like move your location and stuff, right? So I got the pro version of Tinder and was moved from my location to Barcelona like 2 or 3 days before I actually got there. Get to Barcelona, and I'm already matched up. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember how many matches I had, but I had quite a good bit of matches. Some of them was chopped, some of them was bad. But you gotta remember though, like a 4 in Barcelona at that time was like a 7 or 8 compared to anything in England or any other woman that I had seen. So I'm already like, all right, this is how it's gonna go, right? The reason why I said the thing about the hostel is because I went to like this bar/skate park to meet up with this chick, met up with her, and I was like, yeah, so like, you can come back to the spot, blah, blah, blah. And she was so down. But then she was like, out of curiosity, where are you staying at so I can let I think it was like her sister or her mom know for safety. And I was like, cool, I get that. You don't know me. I don't know you. I could be crazy. Fair enough. So then she's like, I tell her the spot, and she's like, you're staying at a hostel? And at the time, I'm kind of lit, right? I'm kind of drinking. So I'm like, yeah, it's cheap, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I don't know what you thought we were going to do, but I don't think we could do what we was going to do at a hostel. And I'm like, dang, that's a fair point. I didn't even think about that. And she's like, do you want to get a hotel? And again, so in Spain, right, they take euros. And euros at the time was more than the dollar. So I was like, man, I don't know it's like 100 euros for a room, let's say. But I was like, I don't know if I'm trying to spend that money right then. So then obviously that we got into argument. She was like, so you mean to tell me that you want to do this and do that, but you're not willing to spend this money and da-da-da? And I was like, well, you're not a prostitute, so why would I be willing to spend money? She was like, how could you call me a prostitute? I said, I didn't call you a prostitute. I said, if anything, I said that you're not a prostitute, so I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Now, Shorty ain't hit me or slapped me or nothing like that, but we got into that whole argument, right? So that was day 1, struck out. Day 2, I'm still matching. Matched with this girl named Jess. Now, it's crazy because the last time I checked, which was about 7 years ago, Jess had or even has like a PH account or OF account. She one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know it at the time. So I ended up matching with her, going over to her spot, and I don't know how much of that story I can tell without getting myself in trouble. So that's what I'm gonna say is, yeah, I might even cut that part out. But yeah, I matched with her, did what we did. Cool. That was day 2. Day 3, I finally hear back from my homegirl who was like, sorry, my phone died. All the excuses in the world. And I'm like, I'm not even talking to you right now. I literally told her, I was like, I'm not talking to you right now. Whatever you had going on is what you had going on, but don't ever waste my time like that again. Like, you're absolutely tripping if you think that's okay. She was like, I'm sorry, whatever. So that was day 3, and I just went around, looked at that big-ass castle that they have out there, went to the beach, did whatever, right? Day 4, fourth and final day, I met up with this chick named Carmen, again, another Tinder joint. And she showed me around, showed me the places that wasn't popping up on like Google or whatever at the time, was just taking me around, showing me around places. And it was cool because like she was showing me like hole in the wall spots, like places that I would have never guessed to go to unless like she was there with me. So I went there with her. we actually walked into a sex shop, and this is why I say, like, at that time, I was kind of thinking like how he was thinking in the video, like, dang, I want to be polite. I don't want to be too this. I don't want to be too that. We was in a sex shop, and she was saying all types of crazy things, and I was just like, ha ha, he, just cracking jokes. I wasn't really like escalating the conversation to like, you know, what I really wanted was to, you feel me? So I was like, all right. So I ended up not doing anything with her. And then on the bus ride back to the airport the next day, my bus almost flipped over. That was crazy. That was like some Final Destination stuff, which was insane. And then, yeah, I got on the bus, and then I flew back to England. And then when I got to England, the homegirl that I was supposed to be leaving with, she was waiting for me at the airport. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, how did you know I was coming back? And she was, or when I was like, how do you know when I was coming back? And she's like, oh, you sent me your ticket to the group chat when you said you was going to go. So I met you at the airport just to show you I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And that was that. And then I smashed that homegirl too. So out of a 4-day stint, I went, 2 for whatever. But it was cool. Good food. Went to the beach. All the other fun stuff. I almost forgot the hostel story with the 6 French ladies. So when I first got to the hostel, it was like me and there's nothing but dudes in there, right? And actually 2 of the dudes ended up being my homies. And we went around. We went to the clubs, hit clubs and stuff. That night that I struck out with, or actually that same night that I smashed Jess, that same night after I got done with her, me and the homies, we hit the club. But the hostel ended up happening before the homies got there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was before the homies got there. It was me and 6 French ladies, old French ladies with huge titties. And I walk in, and they all sitting down like in a circle. So how the hostel was like okay, so you walk into the hostel, and then you have the beds, kind of like how it was in the video. Like you have the beds like on this wall, that back wall, as soon as you're looking over. And then like these are your beds. And then there was like a little like the drop down from the floor. And then you had just like big behind windows, like all like over here, right? And they're sat down like over here in a circle. And I walk through the door. And they all like look at me. And I look at them. And then they look at me, tittied up. And I'm like, oh, hello, French ladies. How y'all doing? And they all like look at me, hear what I say, and then they all like huddle up and they speaking in French, whispering in French, like, oh, baguette, croissant, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. So I start unpacking my stuff. And then one of them is like, hello. And then the other one is like, how are? And then another one is like, you. So they like responding in different chunks of English between the 6 of them. So I'm like, I'm doing good. How are y'all doing? Back to the huddle. And I'm like, all right, bet. And then they're like, one of them's like, I am good. How are you doing? And I'm like, that's good. Do you know of any places to eat? And then they're like, this one took longer, right? It was a different request. And it was like, and this went on for about 10, 20 minutes. Come to find out, one of them really liked black dudes. And I was like, I'm sure you do, madam, but I am not going to smash a 46-year-old Italian lady just cuz, you know what I'm saying? I just got here. Let me strike out first. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the story about the hostel. But yeah, that was the story of when I went to Barcelona in 2018. I made a song about it actually that might still be on SoundCloud. I don't know. If it is, I might post it in the bottom of this just so you guys can listen to it. But it was cool, man. It was a good time. It was a good time. But that is all for this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see me react to next, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Rapper with battle bars, it's crazy, I master bars. Life gave me a shitty hand, I still pulled that MasterCard. Chick named Navi got a body, blew her back out Avatar. She called me Sir Raps a lot, even though she let me hit it raw. You do shit, just quit, because I'm like the squid. Man, I'm armed and I'm dangerous, I'm like Aang with it, because I mastered all 4 elements. I fire spit the